Hi, this is Yang Wang. You guys can call me Philip, the team leader of Yoyofriends, and today we're going to do an overview on the Yoyofriends Pacer. Now, company intro Yoyofriends, the manufacturer FPM, and us players across the world combine together to make awesome yo-yos and to give back to the yo-yoing community. All right, so first look at Pacer. This is our widest monometal yo-yo, kind of a budget monometal as well for the current meta, right, where everything is going around 60 millimeter in competition, or even at least 55. So yeah, we took inspiration from the Ultra Cut, and we kind of just like use those lines and then just push it to a very more modern type of way. This is kind of how the modern yo-yos are looking kind of. And we made it like our stages, our own cuts and our own lines, just trying to extend a Ultra Cut in our understanding and make it more V/W. So very interestingly, the first yo-yo, the first prototype, we kind of even copied the Ultra Cut's rim right here, have a step down. However, this project was kind of a failure. The yo-yo, it's powerful, it's just, it kind of lags. It doesn't have that signature Yoyofriends acceleration and just overall performance, like the movement, it kind of lags that. And I think because this yo-yo is too heavy, it's not super rim weighted, and it's like just not up to our standard. I even don't like it so much that I kind of told them to not do this project anymore. But the manufacturing team came through. They kind of, even using 60-61, which is not like 70-75, which is like harder, you can go thinner on the walls. This one, they just brute forced it. They shaved 0.1 millimeter on the entire wall, the profile of the yo-yo, and then shoved it onto the rim, so now it's full. So the last time I did this with them, I forgot which yo it is, but I remember years ago I told them to do that on like other yo-yos, and it actually worked. I think it was maybe the bearing on kind of whatever. And yeah, so as you can see that the rim now is filled completely. So now this has more rim weight. They shoved all that shaved weight around on the profile onto the rim, and the result is actually night and day. So the whole Yoyofriends team the player team tested. Everybody loved it. This is one of my favorite yo-yos somehow this year in terms of prototypes. And yeah, it's actually went from like a really bad yo-yo to a very, very good yo-yo somehow, just by changing that little. We didn't change the profile. We didn't change too much weight. We made it like 0.2 grams lighter, but that's like not too much. And we didn't even change like diameter or anything. We just shoved that weight into the rim, and yeah, that's what happened. All right, so first look, 60-61, 60 millimeter wide, very big diameter. Unfortunately, because this is a monometal, we want this yo-yo to be powerful and stable and be competition ready at a budget. And in order to do that at this width is to go big on diameter and weight distribution. Nothing we can we cannot do much because this is not 70-75, it's not a bimetal yo-yo or tri-material yo-yo. We cannot brute force. We had to brute force it with diameter, unfortunately. So that is that. Around 68 to 67, high 67-ish grams, I think. So pretty heavy, but this is just a normal competition weight now, so oh well. So yeah, I will have the full spec video here. All right, so smoothness on this yo-yo. This is prototype 2. We didn't change anything at all. So for me, this is 10 out of 10, zero fingernail wipe. Hopefully all the production yo-yos are like that. I guarantee you probably like that. So, all right. Power on this yo-yo, very powerful. Why? Because of the rim weight is now completely filled. The rim is now completely filled, and also the huge diameter helps. So at actually just Ultra Cut's diameter at 58 millimeter, it kind of matches the width, and this yo just feels like a tank. It spins literally forever, and you're not gonna run out of spin time. And one thing I figured out, kind of the reason why I named this yo Pacer, is because the drop off of spin time, it's surprisingly slow. I think it's because it's not like a pure V shape, it's got a W and A shape all jammed into it. So this yo just keeps spinning and keeps spinning, and the power drop off is like gradual drop off. It's not like a sharp fall off like a V-shaped yo-yo. And I think that's just amazing in terms of power. Stability on the yo is actually also great. all thanks to that huge diameter, 58 millimeter. You can do your crazy combos and then crazy body tricks. Like I'm going crazy ham right now, and this yo-yo is still keeping in playing perfectly, no problem. Yeah, it's power and stability for mono metal, and this width, it's just absolutely amazing. It's like a brute. It's like a brute force machine. Acceleration on this yo-yo, it's I think medium to medium, slightly medium fast. I would say this yo-yo is better at pacing because pacer, you know. But however, you can accelerate pretty fast. Like I think the reason why you can do this is because I'm not used to 60 millimeter. It's a little too wide for me, but oh well. For the competition, right? I think the reason of why this yo-yo accelerates well is because this yo-yo is meant for you to go brute force it a little bit, because it has massive stability and power. So what you can do is you can just brute force it, just go ham with the yo-yo, and this yo-yo will respond to it, no problem. So in a way that this yo-yo accelerates okay. But if you're like a weaker player in terms of just raw power, this yo-yo will be like around a medium speed in terms of acceleration. Yeah, I'm gonna try that again. Yeah, it's like not a pro, so it's like a medium pace. All right, top speed on this yo-yo. Once again, like if you brute force it, it's very fast. If you don't, then it's not that fast. I'm gonna try it one more time. Come on, Philip. Yeah, the acceleration and stability just powers it, right? This yo, once again, a little bit too wide for me, but oh well. All right, flow on this yo is actually great. It's not a pure V shape, so you can actually flow with this yo. However, you will feel that like this yo is very powerful and stable. It will kind of override that feeling. But overall, this yo is kind of fun. It's not super boring due to its shape and just how wide it is. So yeah, I think it's great in terms of flow. Floatiness, not too much. This is like a competition level yo-yo. You don't want any of the quirky accelerations. You want this yo to do exactly what you do, and this one does. Horizontal on this yo-yo is great. One of the highlight on this yo-yo. Shreds horizontal because of, oh god, because of how power and stable it is. I made a huge mistake and this yo-yo is still going. Like actually, that was actually kind of crazy. I completely missed due to playing too much table tennis and not yo-yoing at all recently. So, and this yo just brute force it through. So yeah, that's great at horizontal. Binding on this yo is also great because of how powerful it is. And there is still a decent amount of center weight because it's a flat cup. Every center weight is kind of filled. So this yo binds well due to its power. And I'm using Kitty Normal. Works. So Kitty Normal, Kitty Fat, all works. One Equipment Normal, Fat, OT Normal Fat. I think XL might be too thick, not too sure. You guys can test that out yourself. That's a strain recommendation. Finger grind on zero is excellent, super wide, so your finger can fit on it. B blasted 6061, you can finger grind all day. This is actually one of the best finger grind yo-yo. See, look at that, that's great. Thumb grind is okay because the rim part is kind of flat. Oh, you can lock in. Okay, yeah, you can lock in. It's actually great as well. I never tested this. I just go along like in a review, like, oh, you can lock in. Like, look at that. No problem. One of the best finger grind yo there is finger spin. It's a flat cup, so it's like average. There's no lock in, and you're swerving all over the place. DNA, all right, you can do it, but it's just average. So, conclusions on this yo-yo. Before a full conclusion, I just want to like give you guys the call on this yo-yo. At 58 millimeter diameter, this is unfortunately very big, 58 by 60 width times diameter. So if you're doing chopstick and you have smaller hands, this is probably not a thing. Yeah, so I mean I can do it, but my hand is kind of big, relatively. So if you have smaller hands and you're trying to do chopsticks, this one just doesn't, you know, it's not that great. And this is for peer competition. This is not like built for purely fun. If you want that tranquility is for you, not this yo-yo. And just an overall good competition yo-yo, but the only downside is the diameter is 58, so it's kind of big. So that is that. Also, the price is around 50 to 55. So that is a great price. So you can get like 3 or 4 of this and you're set for a competition season. And 60 millimeter, just absolutely crazy power and stability, almost matching like bimetal. So I think this is a hit, but you gotta be a pro to use it and you gotta have some power to use it. Yeah, so that is the conclusion. So yeah, this one releases soon. So thank you all for watching and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.